Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another day of a year of miracles. And today we start a new section. And today's section is, what is a miracle? So let me get into that and read the introduction before we move on to our next lesson. A miracle is a correction. It does not create, nor really change at all. It merely looks on devastation and reminds the mind that what it sees is false. It undoes error, but does not attempt to go beyond perception, nor exceed the function of forgiveness. Thus, it stays within time's limits, yet it paves the way for the return of timelessness and love's awakening. For fear must slip away under the gentle remedy it brings. A miracle contains the gift of grace, for it is given and received as one, and thus it illustrates the law of truth the world does not obey because it fails entirely to understand its ways. A miracle inverts perception, which was upside down before, and thus it ends the strange distortions that were manifest. Now is perception open to the truth. Now is forgiveness seen as justified. Forgiveness is the home of miracles. The eyes of Christ deliver them to all they look upon in mercy and in love. Perception stands corrected in his sight, and what was meant to curse has come to bless. Each lily of forgiveness offers all the world the silent miracle of love, and each is laid before the Word of God upon the universal altar to Creator and creation in the light of perfect purity and endless joy. The miracle is taken first on faith, because to ask for it implies the mind has been made ready to conceive of what it cannot see and does not understand. Yet, faith will bring its witnesses to show that what it rested on is really there, and thus the miracle will justify your faith in it and show it rested on a world more real than what you saw before, a world redeemed from what you thought was there. Miracles fall like drops of healing rain from heaven on a dry and dusty world where starved and thirsty creatures come to die. Now they have water. Now the world is green, and everywhere the signs of life spring up to show that what is born can never die, for what has life has immortality. And that's it. That is our beginning to this next section about what is a miracle. So this should be exciting, right? To see what is going on with these next lessons. So without further ado, I'm going to jump right into lesson 341 in A Course in Miracles. And today's lesson is, I can attack but my own sinlessness, and it is only that which keeps me safe. Father, your Son is holy. I am he on whom you smile in love and tenderness so dear and deep, and still the universe smiles back on you and shares your holiness. How pure, how safe, how holy then are we, abiding in your smile, and with all your love bestowed upon us, living one with you in brotherhood and fatherhood complete, in sinlessness so perfect that the Lord of sinlessness conceives us as his holy Son, a universe of thought completing him. Let us not then attack our sinlessness, for it contains the Word of God to us, and in its kind reflection, we are saved. And that's it. That is our lesson for today. A Course in Miracles Workbook Lesson 341. And what is this saying? It's another repeat of what we've already heard before. And what A Course in Miracles often repeats again and again and again until you finally understand the truth about who you are and understand that you are sinless, right? And that you can only attack your own sinlessness. And that's only that which keeps you safe, right? And I love how A Course in Miracles puts this. The Lord of sinlessness conceives us as his son, a universe of thought, completing him. So you are a part of that universe of thought, right? That one mind of love, that one mind of God, that one mind of the universe of thought, right? And that's pretty amazing if you think about that. And that's why we are eternal beings. Because in truth, we are part of that universe of thought that just keeps creating and creating and creating, right? And when you finally accept the truth about who you are, there is no fear because there is no death. And when you acknowledge that there's nothing to fear, you can finally relax and enjoy and understand that you can attack but your own sinlessness because there's nothing to attack, right? There's nothing to attack but that false projection of what you thought you were, right? And that's what this lesson is all about. Let us not then attack our sinlessness. And in its kind reflection, we are saved. We are saved from what? We are saved from the false idea that we are not separated, that we are not these separate thoughts, that we are part of that one universal mind of love of God. And that's it. That's our workbook lesson for today. A Course in Miracles workbook lesson 341. And and how do we actually understand and acknowledge and feel this? How do we feel that oneness? There's a lot of ways I do it. I love to walk in nature and I love to breathe. And as I breathe, I look at the trees around me and I see the wind blowing through their leaves and I imagine that they are breathing with me. And then all of a sudden I connect to that one breath that we all are, the one breath of the universe that contains us all. Or if you are ever at the ocean, at the beach, and you stand and you feel the waves rushing in and you feel the wind blowing in your face, and you consciously connect to that oneness that you share with the ocean, right? With the wind, with everything that's around you. I do that a lot in yoga too, especially in tree pose. When I'm doing yoga outside and I go into that tree pose, I find a tree and I connect with that tree. And I connect in a way that I become one with that tree, and I become one with the steadfastness of that tree. And when I ground down my feet, I feel like I connect with the grounding down of the roots in that tree. And I become one, and I can feel that we are all connected. And then as you do that, you start experiencing what's called light episodes, where you can start seeing lights around everything that you see. And it's not just people, as I've seen that before, like halos, where you can see lights radiating around people's heads or their arms, but also around objects and trees and even chairs and everything. And that's when you really understand that, wow, I am this eternal being of light, of energy, of thought that is connected to everything. And you have those aha moments, right? Those experiences of understanding and the faith in knowing that you are part of this one universal thought system that we all share. So that's a great way to kind of explore experiencing what this actually feels like to have that connection to everything and everyone. So anyway, that's my example, and maybe you have some thoughts about how you experience having faith in miracles. And I'd love to have you share here on the live feed if you want to post your experiences here, your aha moments, or if you feel more comfortable jumping over to our private Facebook group. There's a whole group of people over there who love to share their thoughts and their experiences and what's coming up for them around these lessons, because we are on lesson 341. How exciting, right? Oh my gosh, I can't believe We are almost here to the end of this year. It's amazing. Great to have all of you here this morning. Hey, Carl, great to see you here. Hi, honey, nice to watch you watching this morning. Good morning, Colette, nice to see you this morning. Hey, Vera, great to see you here on the live feed. Good morning, Mark, nice to see you. Hey, everyone. Good morning, Joseph. Great to see you here on the live feed. I'm so glad you joined this morning. Great to see you here, Joe. Good morning, John. Nice to see you this morning. Hey, Joseph. Good morning, Cheryl. Great to see you. Hey, Rob. Nice to see you here this morning. Some volleyball friends. Good morning, Marty. Nice to see you here. Hey, Ted. Good to see you here. Honey says, embracing love for today's miracle. Yes, and today is a fun day in our life today, where our son is getting married, and we are down here celebrating in the Fort Lauderdale area. A beautiful miracle today of two hearts joining together. So we're excited to explore that today and enjoy and celebrate with everybody. So it's a fun weekend for us. Good morning, Karen. Great to see you here. Another volleyball friend and softball friend. Good morning, Jenny. Great to see you here this morning. Hey, Patty. Nice to see you here on the live feed. Good morning, Mike. Nice to see you join this morning. Hey, Lori. Nice to see you here. Great to see all of you here this morning. And good morning. Beautiful Saturday to all. I know, Lori, it is. It's, every day is just an opportunity to begin again, isn't it? To begin again and experience life in a different way, in a way that maybe you haven't experienced it before, in a way where miracles are natural occurrences and happen all the time, everywhere you look. And you can really experience that feeling of joy as you go through your day instead of waking up and experiencing dread. I did that for years, dreading the day. Oh, I can't believe I have to deal with this day again. We don't have to do that anymore, right? Because we know we have a choice and we can experience life differently. And life will start showing up differently when you have faith, right? That it will. So, and Vera says, eternal clear perception of holiness and love of all. I am safe in sinlessness. True, right? Truth. It's just a change perception. And miracles do that, right? They take our perception and turn it upside down, which is great because honestly, it's already upside down. All they're doing is turning it right side up in reality, right? Because when we perceive things in this world of illusions, in this world based on the ego, everything is upside down, like a mirror. When you look into the mirror and the reflection is backwards, right? So a miracle takes it and sets it right again. It seems like it's the opposite because it is, but it actually is setting it right. Good morning, Bonnie. Great to see you here this morning. I'm so glad you joined this morning. Happy Saturday, Perul. Great to see you. Hey, Stacy. Nice to see you here this morning. Thanks, Christy. Yeah, we are really enjoying our time down here. We got together with the kids last night and met some new family. So it's been a great celebration already. Hey, Kelly. Nice to see you here this morning on the live feed. So see how this workbook lesson 341 shows up for you today. I can attack but my own sinlessness, and it is only that which keeps me safe. And see if you can connect to source today. Plug in, right? If your battery is low, like your cell phone, when your cell phone charge is low, what do? You plug it in because you can't use it, right? Well, the same holds true to you. You are a powerful creator, and if you're not plugged into source, you're not going to be able to do much creating today. You're just going to get pulled around by the ego, and that's it. And you're just going to get pulled around by somebody else's creation of their illusion of what they think is true, which is usually not the truth, which is why you get upset because you take everything personally and it has nothing to do with you, right? So plug into source, connect to that source of one thought of universal consciousness, which is you and me when we are in our right mind. And you decide what kind of day you're going to make today, what type of day you're going to create. Because it's just a playground for you. And you've got everything you need to create the life you want. All right, guys, have a great day. And I will be back again tomorrow morning with our next live A Course in Miracles workbook lesson. Until then, enjoy this one. Enjoy your Saturday and see what new shows up for you. And please feel free to post here. I'd love to see how you're experiencing these lessons and what's showing up for you as you contemplate and think about these lessons throughout the day. Are new things happening? Are miracles showing up for you in your life where before you didn't see things happening? I'd love to see what's showing up for you. We're on day 341, so I'm sure there's a lot of new things happening in your world. All right, guys, have a great day, and I will see you again tomorrow morning. All right, thanks for joining. Bye, guys.